let's discuss updates on the Franco Mabanta case tonight with National Bureau of Investigation Director Melvin Matibag. Good evening, Director. Welcome to the big story.
Good evening, Sir and Pat. Salamat po sa inyong imbitasyon.
So sa ngayon po, it looks like Mabanta will be spending the weekend in detention because he won't be able to post bail?
Well, I was informed by the OCTV that there was a communication coming from the lawyers of Mr. Mabanta that the court already fixed the bail at 120,000 pesos per each. The five of them, 120,000. However, I think the documents needed to post the bail was not prepared yet. So, hindi pa sila nakapag-bail. So, tonight they will still spend the night detention facility po ng NBI.
Mm-hmm. So, since sarado naman ang mga offices for the weekend, dyan muna ang kanyang weekend. And the
Ano po? Ma'am Ses, yung po yung meron po tayo ngayong mga Saturday court for purposes of posting bail. So, siguro po bukas kung makompleto ng mga abogado po nila yung mga dokumento, mabibigyan po sila ng order of release po.
All right. In your previous interviews, Director, you mentioned that you were looking at all the gadgets confiscated from Mabanta and the group that were arrested, and the rest of the members of the group arrested. Have you found anything that you could use in the case?
Well, sa ngayon po, hindi pa po namin siya in-access, no? Sa ongoing investigation, we will await for the order of the court to allow us to give access to the gadgets. We're applying for a cyber warrant po.
Pero sir, have you applied for this cyber warrant already para you could be able to look into the phones nga po and have a forensic examination?
Nakapag-apply na po kami. For issue ng cyber warrant po.
Okay. That may you say that again, Director? Medyo you're coming in choppy po kasi.
Nakapag-file na po kami ng petition for the issuance of a cyber warrant. And
you're still awaiting court action. Is that right? Naku, nawala na yata si Director ng tuluyan. Director, can you hear us?
Okay, well.
Okay. So, was that what he said, Pawi?
What he said was they already applied for the cyber warrant. So, because if they don't have this, they won't be able to look into the phones of Franco Mabanta. But again, they want to look into their phones to check if they've also tried to extort money from other individuals, because other people have come forward,
right,
reportedly to the NBI. But I believe we have Director Matibag back on the line. Can you hear us, sir?
Yes po, ma'am. Sorry for that.
Ayun, so yun na nga ang susunod naming tanong. May mga you mentioned that there have been some complaints aside from, other than the one of the former speaker, about extortion attempts also.
Wala pa pong official na mga complaints, although there are some dealers that coming in that they're writing us an official letter to that effect. And yun na po yung sinasabi namin, kung may issue na po yung cyber warrant, then we will have access to the gadgets. We will know kung sino po yung mga nakausap, nakipag-usap, at kung ano po yung mga transactions at kung ano mga plano pa po na nangyari. Nalalabas po dun sa mga nakuha namin na mga gadgets ng aresto po.
So sir, wala pa pong official complaints, pero marami na pong lumapit sa NBI.
There was already pillars po natin, mga text o tawag na. Titignan po natin yun. Actually, what I advised them to file an official complaint, sumulat po, so that the NBI can act on it po.
And what was the nature of their story, Director? Were they victims, meaning was Franco Mabanta able to successfully extort money from these individuals?
There's no details kasi nga po when they said pillars, ang sabi ko it's better that they please write us a letter so that to make the complaint formal so that the NBI can act on it. Kasi hindi naman po kami pwedeng umakto base puro sa sabi lamang, text o tawag. we have to have an official record on that matter po.
Now, you've also issued a subpoena for PGMN host CJ Hiro.
That's correct po. We have issued a subpoena and we tried to serve it on doon po sa iba-ibang mga address po niya na pwede na na-validate namin, even the address that is showing on her driver's license, but hindi po naging successful yung pag-serve. So what we did is iserve po namin ito doon sa known lawyer nila, yung lawyer dito nila, Mr. Mabanta, through through the Viber po, yung po electronic service po na ginawa namin. So hopefully na nakarating sa kanya, and we're expecting that she will appear on Monday po for our investigation po.
But of course, she can also go and present herself voluntarily.
That's correct po. Mas mabuti yun para mas
Ako talagang nawawala-wala si Director. I guess he is mobile. So the line isn't... Well, we'll try to bring him back. Director, can you hear us again?
We can hear you po. I can hear you po.
Ayun.
Opo.
Okay,
Malinaw
and the
naman po.
basis of the subpoena is because she's supposedly posted on social media about a supposed expose that PGMN was supposed to air. Is that correct?
Hindi po. She was named po on the complaint affidavit po nung nagreklamo po sa amin na kila Mr. Mabanta. Specifically mentioned po yung name niya doon. And yung pong clip na pinadala, yung nagsasalita siya po. So we have to ask her para po for clarification po.
So sir, dun sa 3-minute video o teaser supposedly of their expose, it's CJ Hiro who is the host of this video, tama po ba?
That's correct. That's what we have right now, yung pong clip video na pinadala na which was used to say na ito yung clip nung mangyayari. This is a teaser para dun sa ginawa namin na kompleto na video.
Okay, and you were able to view it yourself? Have you seen it, Director?
It was sent to the complainant po, and the complainant show it to us, kaya nakita po namin yan.
And is there anything there that in your opinion that would merit someone to be afraid and would, pay up?
Well, in that matter po with CJ, that's all about that I can say right now kasi nga po, it's still an ongoing investigation. So until such time na makompleto po namin yung investigation then that we cannot say or draw any conclusion yet na maaaring makompromise po yung investigation po namin.
If the side of Franco Mabanta, they claim that they were set up and that they were doing a legitimate investigation, would it help their case if they actually air this supposed expose?
Yun po yung problema. He's been saying na set up. Well, to a certain extent, ang entrapment po is really a setup eh. Ibig sabihin, nangihingi ka, nanginigil ka. So yung law enforcement is a way of setting you up through an entrapment.
That's true.
The entrapment operation. Basic po yun eh. So talagang may entrapment proceedings po. Ibig sabihin, nangingi ka, may pananakot, at on the other end, sinabi, sige, magbibigay ako, pero ang plano pala, isinumbong na sa law enforcement, doon na po yun. Meron talagang entrapment. And the same net na parang setup talaga yan. Magkaiba, ang sinasabi po ng, I don't know what he meant by being set up. Kasi at the end of the day, yung entrapment is really a setup eh.
Well,
Milano po talaga yun eh.
Kumbaga, parang siya ang binaliktad ang kwento when actually they are going to do an expose. That
Well,
I'm putting words in his mouth, but I'm assuming yun ang
Yes.
sinasabi niya.
That is the problem. Kasi po, if sa amin kasi, ang tinitingnan ng jury dyan, if it's meant to be shown, why do you have to contact the personalities na gusto mong i-expose? So if the intention is really to expose, dapat labas na po yan, di ba po?
And the way they were contacted was not for their side, not to give their side. Because in media, you would normally...
Yes, that's correct. Yes, opo. Dapat both sides. Opo.
Actually, sir, there's this video circulating also, no, of supposed NBI agents speaking to Franco Mabanta on the phone, where they were talking about how to do the transaction, the transfer of money. Can you confirm, sir, if this video is true?
Hindi ko po kasi nakita yung nagsisirculate na yan, video na yan. Pero meron, I was informed by the apprehending agents na meron talagang pag-uusap. May text messages, may calls, may pinadala video, may instruction kung paano i-deliver yung pera. So ano doon naman po yan. I've seen it in the spot report. But the video that you're saying that is circulating, hindi ko pa po siya nakita.
Well, sir, we also got reports that PGMN has been sitting on this video for a long time already, on this expose. Matagal na daw po nila itong sinut, ni-research, ginawa. But why would they try to extort money from the former speaker just recently?
Well, I don't know kasi it goes to the intent already of the personalities. Ano po. So, siguro everything will come out pagka nandun na po tayo sa court proceedings. Ano po. But at the side of the law enforcement of NBI, we did our part. There's an entrapment. We follow the rules. We follow the procedures at yung pong requirement, the elements of the crime, nakita namin na nandun. So, ipinail po namin sa piskalya po.
You know, the friends, some associates or friends of Franco Mabanta say that, you know, it seemed so easy to to entrap him when he isn't, you know, parang it was so easy for him to walk into a trap. Hindi naman daw po siya ganong kadaling maisahan. Yun ang depensa. Yun ang doubt ng iba.
Alam niyo po, ma'am, hindi rin po ganun kadali yung ginawa ng mga ahente para hulihin siya. Talagang umikot-ikot muna siya. It's like a 4 hours po na ikot bago po na finally tinanggap yung pera at nahuli po. So makita naman po yan. All those things will come out on the trial, the proceeding. They will be given the chance by the court to present their evidence kung ano man po yung sinasabi nila. And on the side of the law enforcement, ipipresent na rin po namin yung ebidensya po namin.
Will you also be, once he and his companions are able to post bail, will you also request the court for an HDO?
Well, once it's filed in court, it's the job of the prosecutor po. So, we can recommend, but it's always, pag na-file na po namin, the prosecutor po na will have full control of the case po.
Si CJ Hero, sir, if she does not appear before the NBI on Monday, May 11, ano pong posibleng mangyari?
Well, kung hindi po siya magpaliwanag, hindi siya mag-appeal, yung magiging resolution po namin sa kanya to file or not to file will be based on the evidence that we have. So maganda po sana dumating siya para may paliwanag po niya yung participation niya po dito sa inimbestigahan ng kaso po.
Could she be considered like an accomplice?
Yun po, those are things will be determined during the investigation po ng NBI. Then pag may investigation po kami, bibigay din po namin sa piskalya for them to determine. We will be guided by the Memorandum Circular number 20 po that there should be a reasonable certainty of conviction bago po namin i-accept po yun.
You know, in some interviews, Director, you've been advocating for stronger laws on, regulating social media. Give us an idea of what you have in mind.
It's in the process of studying. I've talked to our legal department, to our legislative office, to the Congress, and we're getting ideas how to do it. But ang takeaway po rito is to come out with some ethical standards in doing so. Kasi kita naman po natin, a lot of things happening in the social media. Those who have backgrounds na wala naman pong experience on being a journalist, yung kung ano yung standard dapat ng journalism, nagiging mga reporter at journalist na rin po. But somehow, may mga tao nakakabasa na akala nila that is true, totoo na yung re-report or what. So, baka dapat po ma-regulate. Ang akin po dito is, it should be an ethical journalism. I'm for a freedom of the press, freedom of expression, pero alam naman po natin all those rights may corresponding obligation. So siguro po itatama lang po natin doon. So that will be fair also to those professional and ethical journalists po. Like you, kaya po ninyo, Ma'am Sen.
The challenge, I guess, also can be thrown to members of the media, and some organizations in our industry on how, although, kasi kumbaga, they're walking a thin line. They could claim to be a media outfit, pero actually, hindi.
Yan na nga po, ma'am. I agree with you. That's one of the takeaway, and I think it's a big takeaway po dito po sa nangyari ito. There are lessons learned po dito, and I think the Congress should pursue this so that probably legislations will be in place, laws should be in place so that we avoid things like this po.
And finally, sir, ano naman po yung masasabi nyo? May ilang critics that are saying that the NBI has been targeting in recent weeks individuals that are affiliated with the Duterte group. Parang naging sunod-sunod po yung mga operations. How would you respond to that?
Well, simple lang po yan. I came to office February 23. Ang records po ng aming apprehensions, arrests, and the indictment sa piskalya po is 192 as we speak. Doon po sa 192 na yun, yung sinasabi nilang targeted, sino po ba yung mga binabanggit? I think they're referring to Mike Defensor, to Jay Sonsa, and ngayon si Franco Mabanta. Pero ano po lahat yun, if you will check the records, those actions are all based on evidence. Ano po? So mahirap naman po yan na sabihin na dahil politika, hinahabol ng NBI. Sa amin po, pag may ginawa kang illegal, whether you're involved in politics or not, dapat po harapin mo yung batas. We promote law and order, and that's the mandate po ng National Bureau of Investigation.
We thank you for talking to us, NBI Director Melvin Matibag.
Salamat po. Thank you po.